What up, man? It's your boy Reese, man. I'm getting straight to the point because businesses got to be held accountable. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know who you are. Check it out, man. I'll go into a shop to ask about my fender being lined up a little bit more. As I go in, they're like, yeah, man, we don't like this wheel play on your wheels, and your studs on your lug nuts ain't long enough. We need to change them. I'm like, no, I'm cool. You know, I'm cool. I've been riding like this since 2017 when I last changed my rotors. I'm fine. I'm good. So after about 6-7 more times, I just give in because, you know, try to respect the business and stuff like that, you know, support folks and things like that. So I'm like, hell with it. All right, whatever. So we go get the parts, you know. I watched the man do the job in front of my face. Take each and every last lug nut out the original rotor, put these long studs in. Watched them do it right there at the place of business. That Saturday comes, you know, everybody knows it was Langston homecoming. So that Saturday comes, I'm rolling. As I'm out there, I'm starting to hear a little noise. I thought it was my tire was chunked, but it wasn't that. As we leaving, the noise is getting louder and louder. I'm not sure what it is, but my wheel ain't wobbling or anything like that. My wheel is still staying on, but I'm doing about 55, 60 on the highway. All of a sudden, damn wheel just falls off. Comes all the way off. Wheel do like 50, 60 miles an hour. You know, look, I got some bends from the wheel falling off on my bell right here. A couple little scrapes. Bent my fender right there when it hit the ground. Trying to see if that could be fixed or if I'm gonna have to replace the whole fender. And so Cat tells me he's gonna help get me right. But what Cat does is he try to find used rotors. After about a week, 2 weeks of not being able to find used rotors, I just said I'll buy the rotor. Fuck it. I'll go buy the rotor. I'll bring it up to them. You know, they making mention that they need room in their shop, you know, to come get the car. So, get the car. Now, yes, Cat follows me home. I appreciate that. He follows me home to make sure nothing happened. Tells me as I'm there, hey, as soon as you get the other rotor, call me. I'll come out to your house, put it on. All right, cool, bet. Text him December 5th with the picture. Hey, man, I got the rotor. Cat says, all right, I'll call you tomorrow. 3 weeks go by. I ain't get no call, no text, no nothing. So I text this past Saturday, December 23rd. Like, you keep trying to see if you can come out and put the rotor on before Wednesday. Said, let me check. Today's Wednesday. I ain't get no response or nothing like that. So I let him know how I'm disappointed, because the fact of the matter is bro, your work did all this, bro. And I watched you. Your work did this. I sat right there in the shop and watched you do all 10 of my lug nuts. So I text him, let him know, and he's like, well, man, you know, this, that, and how do you think it's my fault? I said, I do. I sat right there and watched you put on the lug nuts, every last one of them, all 10, and then my wheel falls off the very next day. How is it not your fault? He said, okay, fam, if you say so. So I just left it at that. So, yeah, this is gonna be rectified. You know, I already bought the rotors. Here's my other rotor right here that he was supposed to put on, right there. Like I say, that's been since December 5th. And when I text him Saturday, he said, let me check. I didn't get no text, no response back. But now, he's super responsive when I express how I shouldn't even have to buy me no rotors. I shouldn't have to buy these. Your work did this, bruh. And for you to say, how do you think it's my fault? And I sat there and watched you do every last one of my studs. This the new rotor right here that he put on. It's the other one that's supposed to be put on. So that means these lugs are still in here, and it could be a chance that these could fall off too. So I ain't been driving this month because I don't want a chance this falling off and then damaging this fender too and having to replace that. So since folks ain't taking accountability, like I say, we're just gonna put it out there, because me of all people, especially, you know, with me doing shop showcases, trying to show love to the shops, this ain't how you do folks, man. And then you don't own up to it when it's your work. The shit happened the very next day. Not a week down the line, not 2 weeks, not a month. I got this shit done on a Friday. That Saturday, Langston homecoming, my wheel was jumping bumps and went over a barbed wire fence. Like I say, you can see the barrel has got damage, so I'm gonna have to replace that. That's anywhere between $500 to $800 by itself. That's not counting if this fender can be fixed or if I gotta replace that, and if so, then having to repaint the whole car. So yeah, I'm gonna say that to say this, bruh, because I show way too much love. I've been doing shop showcases here, got the last 3 months just trying to push shops out there to show love, but I'm not gonna operate like this and not take accountability for what happened to my car from the result of your work. And that's just what it is. Like I said, I ain't saying no names. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not gonna put it out there for you, but you know who you are as far as it did that work, bro. And this is faulty. This is hella faulty. For it to happen the very next day, and then you not being accountable, you asking how's it your fault? Because you're the one that did the work, bro.